Hi everyone, Amy here with another grammar lesson. Today we're going to look at coordinating conjunctions and using them to correct run-on sentences. This is something we worked on previously, and today is just a review and a practice in order to keep our skills sharp. So first, what is a conjunction? Remember, conjunctions are one of the 8 parts of speech, and they're used to link grammatically similar things. So things that are the same when we're talking about grammar. So, for example, a conjunction can link a subject to a subject. So those are similar in grammar terms, right? A subject and a subject are the same. Like the sentence, Jack and Jill went up the hill. So Jack is a subject, Jill is a subject, and they're joined or linked with the conjunction and. We can use a conjunction to join or link a predicate to a predicate. So the children laughed and played. We can use a conjunction to link an independent clause to an independent clause, and this is really going to be our focus today. So they played hard all day and they slept hard that night. We have an independent clause, or what could stand alone as a sentence, on each side of the conjunction and. When we use a coordinating conjunction, which again is our focus today, to join independent clauses, we also need a comma. So comma and. Without the comma, we will have a run-on sentence. And if we leave the conjunction out and just use the comma, we'll have a run-on sentence. That one's specifically called a comma splice. All right, just a little reminder. If you're using a subordinating conjunction as opposed to a coordinating conjunction, so if you're using a subordinating conjunction to join independent clauses, you do not need the comma. So just a little reminder, if we were saying they will sleep hard tonight because they played hard all day, we still have an independent clause on each side of because, but because is not a coordinating conjunction, so it does not need a comma. So if you are writing and you say comma because, I want you to think again. Do you really need that comma? Probably not. Probably not. All right. So, but today we're talking about coordinating conjunctions, and there are 7 of them, and you can memorize them. They are the FANBOYS, and we call them FANBOYS because if you take the first letter of each one, you can spell out the word FANBOYS. FANBOYS, for and nor, but or yet so. So if you just say that to yourself many times, you'll remember it. You'll memorize it. For and nor, but or yet so. Of those 7, there are 4 that are most commonly used that you probably already use every single day: and, but, or, and so. All right, when you're using a coordinating conjunction to join independent clauses, you can't just willy-nilly choose any old coordinating conjunction. They have meaning, and so you have to choose the right one. So I thought we'd take a second to review real quick what each of these means. So for is our first one if we're going in FANBOYS order. For just means because. Now, most of the time when you use and hear for, you're hearing it as a preposition. It's followed by a noun or a pronoun. I will clean your room for you, right? For you. I'm getting ready for school, right? Those are prepositions, but when it means because, it is a conjunction. So you can trust her for she is an honest person. You can trust her for she is an honest person. You can literally swap it out with because. You can trust her because she's an honest person. It's a conjunction in that case. Needs its comma to join independent clauses. And you use and every day. We don't need to talk a lot about it. It just means, and here's some more information on that topic. So it's cold outside and it is snowing, right? Nor offers a set of possibilities, kind of like or, but it does so in the negative. So, and I don't mean like negative Nelly, I mean like no, that kind of negative. So, you may not eat cake for supper, nor may you have pie. All right, so the two possibilities, eating cake for supper, eating pie for supper, but they're presented in the negative as a no. No, you cannot have cake for supper. No, you cannot have pie for supper, right? So you may not have cake for supper, nor may you have pie. All right, so that's how we use nor. It's a little old-fashioned, it's a little formal, and we don't see that one as often. All right, but again, one of the common ones, we use it every single day. It presents conflicting ideas or ideas that sort of they are opposites or conflicting, or they have some sort of problem with each other. So for example, you could say, I haven't done my homework, but I will do it after supper. So my homework's not done now. It will be done after supper. Those ideas are somewhat in conflict. Homework not being done, homework getting done, right? So we use but. You know how to use but. You use it every day. All right, or is another one that you use every day, and it offers alternatives, not necessarily in the negative like nor. Like, you can clean the kitchen or you can clean the bathroom. You have alternatives. Yet is one that's not used so often, and it is like but, so it presents conflicting ideas, but with a hint of surprise. So like, I don't like fish, yet I eat it twice a week. So this idea of not liking fish and the idea of eating it twice a week are in conflict with each other. They seem not to go together. And they're a little bit surprising. It's surprising to hear that someone who doesn't like fish eats it twice a week, right? So you use yet. Now, yet and but really they kind of make sense to our ear if they're interchangeable. So make sure that when you're using it as a conjunction, you could put but in there so that you're not making the mistake of using it like this, like I haven't done my homework yet. That's not a conjunction. That's not a coordinating conjunction that we're working with. It needs to mean but in order to be a coordinating conjunction. All right. And then the last one is so, and you know how to use so. We use it every day. It means it's used in a cause and effect situation. I work hard, so I have good results, or I get good results. I work hard, so I get good results. So the cause is working hard, the effect is the good results, right? You use it every day. You know how to do that. All right, let's spend the rest of our time together looking at these 7 examples. We have 7 sentences and 7 coordinating conjunctions, and the directions here say use a comma and a coordinating conjunction to correct these run-ons. Use each coordinating conjunction only once. So let's look at number 1. Guy Montag is a fireman. He enjoys his job. Which coordinating conjunction, along with its comma, should we use to join these 2 independent clauses? All right, so Guy Montag is a fireman, comma, and he enjoys his job. Number 2, he is a fireman. He does not put fires out. He is a fireman. He does not put fires out. You could do, he is a fireman, comma, yet he does not put fires out. Because that would be surprising. You would expect a fireman to put fires out, right? All right, number 3, firemen start fires in his world. Guy burns things for a living. Firemen start fires in his world, so Guy burns things for a living. Cause and effect. Because that's what a fireman does in his world, and he's a fireman, he burns things. All right, number 4, books are treasured in our world. They are forbidden in Guy's world. Books are treasured in our world. They are forbidden in Guy's world. Books are treasured in our world, but they are forbidden in Guy's world. Yet would work here too. I think this sounds surprising, right? So yet or but could work here. Number 5, people are punished for having books. They are illegal. People are punished for having books, for they are illegal, right? If for means because, you can see that makes sense. People are punished for having books because they are illegal, right? We would use comma for here. Number 6, a teenage girl does not agree with this law. Does she follow it? This one sounds weird without the conjunction in there, but it's nor, right? A teenage girl does not agree with this law, nor does she follow it. Nor does she follow it. Notice that second clause oftentimes takes the form of a question, even though it's a statement, but it looks like a question. Does she follow it? All right. And then the last one, number 7, when Guy meets her, he can go on as usual. He can follow a new path. Here we're presenting options, so we'll use or. When Guy meets her, he can go on as usual, comma, or he can follow a new path. All right, so that is just a little bit of practice with using coordinating conjunctions in order to correct a run-on sentence. Now remember that comma is part of it. You have to have the comma. Choose the right coordinating conjunction and put a comma before it. So, and attach that comma to the word to the left, right? You're never attaching the comma to the conjunction, but the word to the left. One last thing, since I have a little tiny bit of time here, I want to mention, remember, I think it was Monday we talked about proofreading and using grammar and spell check, and we talked about the squiggly lines. And I said, while it's very helpful, the grammar check and spell check, and definitely take advantage of it and use it, it's not 100%, and we have to proofread our sentences ourselves. Notice that all 7 of these sentences are run-on sentences, but grammar check only flagged 4 of them. So this is what I mean by grammar check is not 100%. It doesn't catch everything. I don't know why. It just doesn't. So use it, but don't depend on it entirely. You have to go back in your own writing. If these sentences were sentences that you had written, and you were just depending on grammar check to pick up your errors, you would only be fixing 4 out of 7 mistakes, right? So make sure that you're proofreading as well. Just a little reminder of Monday's work. All right, everyone, that is it. This is the last assignment for the week as well. We're going to have a quiz on Thursday, which is probably tomorrow, unless you're doing all your English work, on a different day. So quiz on Thursday, and it will cover all of this week's work. If you have questions or concerns, please Google Meet with me. I'm happy to help, and have a great day.